I thought the secret to getting a great physique was just getting lean. So I starved myself, trained like mad, and ended up skinny, drained, and frustrated. That's when it hit me. Fat loss doesn't build a physique. It only exposes what's already there. In this video, I'll show you what it actually takes to build a strong, aesthetic body naturally, and one you can maintain for life. I call this era my monk mode phase. Chicken breast, broccoli, 5 workouts a week, cardio every morning, all in, all the time. My logic, shred down, look great, simple. Problem was, the leaner I got, the worse I looked. Not shredded, just skinny, like someone had deflated me. People started asking if I was okay. I'd wake up starving, irritable, and freezing. My clothes fit like they were hanging off a wire frame, and still, no real abs. What I didn't get at the time was, cutting doesn't build a physique. It only shows you what's already there. And if you've hardly got any muscle, there's not much to reveal. Just a more defined version of meh. So here's the first big lesson. If you're starting out with higher body fat, yes, do a fat loss phase, but do everything you can to build and hold on to muscle while you do it. Because chasing 10 to 12% body fat without that foundation, you'll just end up smaller, colder, and more annoyed than impressed. Once I accepted I needed more muscle, I ran into a new fear: eating more. I was terrified of gaining fat again, so I tiptoed into bulking. Calories stayed low, cardio stayed high. I was basically trying to hack biology. The plan: gain 0 fat and magically pack on slabs of muscle. Yeah, it didn't work. Here's the reality. You have to accept you'll gain scale weight and yes, some body fat. If you don't, you'll stay stuck, spinning your wheels in that weird no man's land between skinny and skinny fat. Week after week, nothing changes, and you're just bleeding time and effort. But there is a way to minimize the fluff. Muscle comes from training stimulus. If your workouts aren't dialed in, no amount of chicken, steak, liver, broccoli, and brown rice will bail you out. One day while flicking through a dusty old Flex magazine, I discovered progressive overload and finally started tracking my lifts. Once I began chasing performance, adding reps, adding weight, pushing to get stronger every week, my physique started to shift. Lifts were climbing, arms grew, waist stayed tight. I stopped thinking like a dieter and started thinking like a bodybuilder. And that shift in identity, that's what finally made my body follow suit. I paired it with a modest 5 to 10% calorie surplus, and suddenly things started clicking. Here's the bit no one wants to admit. If you're a natural lifter trying to build muscle, it's going to take years. Not 90 days, not 6 months, years. But if you train hard, eat your protein, and gain 1 to 2 pounds a month, it does happen. And when it does, it's worth every dull, unsexy rep you ever forced out. If you're still here, you're either enjoying this or you're procrastinating something important. Either way, hit like and subscribe. I won't tell anyone. About 4 years in, I finally had a decent amount of muscle. So naturally, I thought, all right, it's now time to get truly shredded. I prepped hard. I weighed every gram of food, walked 10 to 15,000 steps a day, tracked macros, logged training, took weekly progress shots. Everything was dialed in. 6 months later, I hit sub 10% body fat. I looked like the guys you see on Instagram back when MySpace was a thing. But I felt awful. Freezing, starving, weak in the gym, 0 energy, libido gone, mood somewhere in between don't talk to me and I will cry in the cereal aisle. And that's when it hit me. Being shredded comes at a cost, especially if you're a natural. I had another reminder last year when I cut to 5% body fat for a show. Looked great, felt like trash. Again, this is the part influencers don't show you. They'll flex the abs, the lighting, the angles, but skip the brain fog, the obsession, the hormonal dumpster behind the scenes, And the worst part, you start to believe that being peeled all year is just expected. Like anything less means you're slacking, that's a lie. These days when I'm not competing, I sit around 12 to 15% body fat, still lean, I'm strong, I feel good, I can train hard, I'm consistent, and when I want to, I can push to 10%, but I don't live there. A sustainable physique beats a shredded one you can't keep. Here's what I wish someone had told me when I started, before the monk mode, the cardio marathons, and the existential protein shakes. Train for performance, not aesthetics. A better looking body is a side effect of better performance, not the other way around. Get stronger with compound lifts, then fill in the gaps with some smart accessory work. You want that V-taper? Cool. Train your lats, delts, and arms like you mean it. Eat mostly whole foods, hit your protein, get your fiber in, and stop fearing carbs like you're stuck in the year 2000. Walk a lot daily. Aim for 8 to 12,000 steps per day, not just for fat loss, but because walking helps you sleep better, feel better, and think clearer. And unlike running, your knees won't feel like they've been attacked with a sledgehammer. Stop chasing shortcuts. You're not missing a supplement or some secret fat loss hack. You're missing patience. Your body needs time. Your muscles need progressive tension, and your mindset, it needs a shot of reality. Those guys you see online, some are genetic mutants, some are enhanced. Most aren't telling you the full story. But if you're just a regular person with solid habits, a bit of grit, and a long-term mindset, you'll build a body you're proud of. To wrap this all up, you're not gonna be shirtless on the beach 365 days a year, but you're gonna be in the gym, at the dinner table, out with mates, living your actual life. So build a physique that supports that life, not one that makes it harder. Get strong, stay leanish, eat well, be patient, and stop letting social media set your standards. Because this isn't about chasing a perfect body. It's about building one that fits your life and actually lasts. If you want help with that, and you're ready to take this seriously, I coach people online who want real results without the nonsense. The link's in the description below. Have the best day, and I'll see you in the next one.